everyone. Welcome again to Extra Points. He's Travis. I'm Dan. Travis, Athletes of the Week this week, one or four of them, I guess. Not too hard to choose. It was a pretty exciting weekend for Portage's boys curling team, huh?
Yeah, indeed it was. The Wisconsin High School State Championships were held at the Portage Curling Club over the weekend, and the Portage boys team of Rob Schlimovitz, Ben Vorpal, Mike Clements, and PJ Cornells emerged as the boys state champs. It's the program's first state championship since 2001, so kind of a big deal for them. They won their pool 3-0. They beat Wausau West, Medford, Stevens Point. That put them in the semifinals where they just smoked Marshfield in 5 ends, 9-0. And then in the final, they come right down to the last rock, but they beat Eau Claire 6-3. So congratulations to them. I mean, an exciting time for them, and it was a big time curling by them.
Portage's boys started that tournament, 16 teams. They were the third overall seed, so it's not like it was an upset, so to speak, but they definitely weren't the prohibitive favorite starting out that tournament.
Yeah, they didn't even win their conference. They were 7-5 in conference, a game out of first in the conference. So they really played their best at the end of the season, so good for them.
Really was, and nice for them to be able to get that championship as Portage hosted the state championships at Portage Curling Club. So congratulations again to Portage's boys curling team. Meanwhile, last week on Thursday, Portage's girls basketball team had a 55-54 loss at Baraboo. But Baraboo had been playing pretty well, entered that game winners of 8 of their last 9, including the first one in that stretch, was a 53-38 win over Portage. So certainly Portage was a bit of an underdog going into that game. Heidi Hemming, our other area athlete of the week, scored 21 points in that loss for Portage, including 7 late in the fourth quarter to help Portage rally from an 11-point deficit and almost pull off the upset. Heidi had 7 points in that rally, 5 3-pointers in the game again, and 21 points. Portage now is 8-10 overall, 2-8 in the Northern Badger Conference. Baraboo, with a win on Saturday, now is 13-5 and 7-4 in the conference, and winners now of 9 of their last 10 games. So certainly a really nice performance by Heidi to help Portage almost pull off that upset. Our area athletes of the week again: Heidi Hemming, senior for Portage's girls basketball team, and Portage's boys curling team with their state championship. Congratulations to those individuals. Trivia question, Travis. Last time the trivia question was, why don't you fill us in?
Yeah, what was the last time that a United States curling team, men or women, won a world championship? Who was the skip? Who would they beat, and when did it happen? And of course, our winner, or the person that got this question right, is Steve Duberstein from Portage, and the answer is the Debbie McCormick rink. Of course, Debbie's from Rio, here, not too far down the road. In 2003, she skipped the United States women's team to a World's Championship, and they beat Canada. And Steve correctly answered that question for us, so congratulations to Steve, and we appreciate you taking part.
Steve also made note in his email that he didn't need to use Google or any of the other search engines to come up with the answer. So we'll take his word at that. Congratulations also to Steve for not needing the internet to help him find that answer. Meanwhile, this week's trivia question, coming up this weekend, the individual state wrestling tournament at the Kohl Center in Madison. Lodi, among the area teams that will be competing there, they have 4 individual qualifiers, the most of the area. Montello has 1 other qualifier. So for those Lodi wrestling fans, who was the last state champion for Lodi's wrestling team, and in what year did he win a state title, and at what weight? And I'll admit this is a little bit of a tricky question, so go ahead and email us your answer to the trivia question, your name and your hometown, and if you're the first one to get the correct answer to us, we will mention your name in next week's webcast. So again, everybody, thanks for watching, and until next week, have a good week.